Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. I am so happy to be with you here again this week. Um, I've been working on a lot this week. It's been really, really great. I'm sort of at just this place where everything is kind of flowing right now, which is awesome, which was the video last week, right? That was the flowing or forcing video. And it's a really amazing place to be, I have to say. But being in this place, especially for sort of an extended period of time, it's made me have to reevaluate my self-care, what that looks like, and even what it really means to me. Self-care is one of those things that it's kind of a buzzword, but at the same time, it's really important. It's so important because it's how we take care of ourselves. And if you don't take care of yourself, you don't have anything to give anybody else, whether that's your kids, your partner, other family members, friends, your job, whatever it is. If you don't fill your cup, you can't pour into anybody else's, right? So self-care is one of those things that you can't ignore it. If you ignore it for a while, eventually it'll come back and bite you in the butt. So you might as well stay on top of it. And self-care can be anything. I think the traditional way of thinking about self-care is kind of like have a bubble bath and get your nails done and go for a massage. Those are all great things. There's nothing wrong with any of those things, but they're not always practical and they're not things that you can necessarily always do on a daily basis. So I just wanted to share with you a few of my self-care tips, what I personally do for myself to kind of keep me grounded and when I start spinning off and losing it a little bit, sort of to come back to center. And I hope that these are helpful for you and that you can do them as well. So number one is hydration. I drink a lot of water, like a hell of a lot of water. Even when it's a cold day and I'm not sweating and I'm not active, I drink between 2 and 3 liters of water a day. Now when it's really, really hot, sweaty, active, whatever it is, that's like 3 to 4. And hydration is self-care to me because I feel so much better when I'm well hydrated. It gives me energy, it helps keep me focused, and even something as simple as being hydrated sort of forces you to go to the bathroom more. It keeps you up and down, it gets you active, and it almost gives you a mental break when you're really, really focused on a certain project. So it's it's good in more than one way. Another way that I really take care of myself is nutrition. This is one of those things that for me has evolved slowly over the years. And it's got to the point now where if I don't have a smoothie every day, I don't feel right. And I know that sounds weird. Maybe if you're not that kind of person, that seems like a really kind of dumb thing to say. But personally, like a couple days this last week, I didn't. I've been doing a lot of experimenting with new recipes and baking. So I've had a fridge full of muffins and banana bread and all different things. And I was eating that instead. And for a couple days, I just kind of felt off and I didn't really know why. And then I realized that it had been 3 days since I had a smoothie. And I had one and I immediately just went like, all is well. And I know it sounds weird, but seriously, for me, that's self-care because I feel good. I feel good in my body. I have energy. I feel like I'm really doing something to take care of myself. So nutrition is a big one for me. And as much as we need nutrition from our food, we also need it from other aspects of our lives. So this is something that I like to call soul food. So soul food can be anything from, going out with friends, connecting with people. Could be going to the beach, going for a walk in the forest, connecting with nature in some way. It can be volunteering. For me, I put a post up yesterday. I've been volunteering off and on since I was a kid, and I really love it. And I've been doing the volunteering that I'm doing now since about last June. And it's bush care. So we go into the forest every couple of weeks, clear out sort of invasive plant species, and help regenerate the environment so that it can grow and flourish naturally. And yesterday we were planting trees, and it was just so great for me to get out into nature, get my hands dirty, dig in the soil, plant trees, connect with people, have good conversation, have fun. It was just so nourishing. And it had nothing to do with food, but it nourished me on the inside. And then also just looking at your environment. So for me personally, self-care is keeping a clean environment, keeping things orderly, keeping things tidy, because my experience, both with myself and with many clients, is that your sort of inside and outside environments mirror each other. So if your outside environment is chaotic, if it's messy, if it's dirty, sometimes that will then go inside, and then we start feeling chaotic and messy on the inside. Whereas if your environment on the outside is clean and orderly and tidy, then we sort of feel more peaceful and orderly on the inside. They kind of mirror each other. So keeping my environment on the outside clean and tidy really does a lot for me. And then the very last thing is my sense of smell. So this is kind of a new one for me, but using essential oils. I have my little basket of oils here, and I love them. So when I first started using these, I just thought, they're just going to smell good. It's no big deal. But the more I use them, the more I'm realizing all of the benefits that you get from them. My personal favorite is lavender. This one right here. I wear this sort of as perfume. I put just a couple of drops by my ears, on my neck, and it just makes me feel so peaceful. When I'm looking for a bit of a pick-me-up, I have my lemon, and I have my peppermint. And these things are really like invigorating and bright, and wake you up. And when I need a bit of a calming, grounding, settling, I have this one, which is actually empty, which is very sad, called Clary Calm. And it is such a beautiful smell. It makes me feel peaceful and at ease. And it's just wonderful. So essential oils have really become a key part of my self-care routine. So I hope that by sharing a little bit of this with you guys today, it's maybe given you some inspiration for different things that you can incorporate into your self-care routine, different ways that you can really nurture yourself, both physically, mentally, also emotionally, because all of those things go hand in hand. And if you're really caring for yourself physically, but not so much mentally or emotionally, you're not balanced. Same the other way around. If you're really caring for yourself emotionally, but physically your body's a disaster, you're not balanced. So it's about, self-care is really about doing what feels good for you, and something that encompasses all of those things. So I know this has been another long one. I really need to work on cutting these videos down, but I hope that this has been helpful to you. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out. If you'd like some more inspiration, if you're looking for some help and really working into a self-care routine, I would love to give you a hand. So reach out, send me a message or comment below on this video. I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.